Hey guys, what's going on? Tom here from GummybearGames, back with another statue tutorial. Today we are doing Foxy from Five Nights at Freddy's. Now this is the third, character from Five Nights at Freddy's that we've done so far. I've done Bonnie and also Freddy himself. So if you missed that, check down below in the description, or alternatively just go on my channel and look at my most recent videos. But apart from that, hopefully you enjoy this. As I've mentioned in the past, I will be doing Chica, and I'm in the process of designing Golden Freddy and the Marionette. Apart from that, I think I'll call the collection a day after that and move on to something else, so hopefully you're alright with that. But anyways, if you do enjoy this, then leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And on screen right now you should be seeing the texture pack pictures, or the skin in the different texture packs on the console edition. So yeah, if you do enjoy this, then leave a like. Also follow me down on Twitter at GummybearGames, it'd be much appreciated. And yeah, that's all I've got to say for now. Hopefully you enjoy the tutorial, and I will see you there. Okay guys, so let's get straight on into the tutorial. Firstly, we're going to start off by listing the blocks you'll need to build this statue. So you'll need white wool, black wool, grey wool, yellow wool, red wool, and pink wool. So we're going to start off by doing an 8 long line of white wool like this. On top of that, on the left we're going to go up 5 using black, leave 2 gaps, up 5, leave 2 gaps, up 5. So it should look like this, and so far it should be 6 tall and 8 wide. In these 2 gaps here, so you should have a 2 wide gap each side. We're going to build up 4 using grey wool, so like this. And it should look like this, so it's 5, 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 4, 5. Next, in these 2 blocks here, either side we're going to place yellow, and then a row of 8 yellow above that. So again, you should have a 7 by 8, rectangle right now. Then on the left side we're going to build up 3 using yellow, and same on the right. What we're going to do now is make a 2 by 2 square of grey wool either side again, like so. Then on the left side we're going to build up 3 from here and 1 to the side, and on the right side we're going to build up 3 from here and 1 to the side. So I know I'm kind of explaining that kind of crappy, but hopefully you can just learn from the visuals, and it kind of looks like a bit of a music note, if you get what I mean. Like the I forgot the technical terms, but the circle part at the end, then the stem, and then the part that comes off the side. Again, I haven't done music for like 3 years, so yeah, you can tell probably. So it should be looking like this. Next, what we're going to do on the left is go up 3 again using yellow, same on the right, and then we're going to link it together using 6 black wool. There we go. And below that black wool, all this gap here is just solid yellow wool. So once you've done that, you should have a 14 by 8 rectangle, and that is essentially the legs plus 2 blocks of the body. So technically the top of the legs is this block here, where the top of the grey is. So yeah, if you want to, pause here. Again, it should be 14 by 8, and we're going to move on swiftly. Okay, so coming back up here, this row above this row where the grey ends, the row above it where it's just 8 yellow, what we're going to do is go to the left 4 and to the right 4 using grey wool like so, and that is just to mark out where the start of the arms are, and we'll come back to that at a later point. But now what we're going to do is the chest, so we are going to go up 2 from there on top of that black wool and do the same the other side. We're then going to place a 4 by 2 of pink wool like that. Next, we're then going to go diagonal to the left and diagonal to the right using pink, and we're going to build up until we reach level 27. If you're on console, or if you're on PC, it should be level 26. We're then going to come back in diagonally, do a 4 long line like so. So it should be looking like this, and then double it up. So essentially you've got the 4x2, then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then come back in diagonally and do the exact same. So what we do then is we're going to add a tiny bit of detail before we fill it in. So we're going to place 4 pink wool here, then we're going to place 2 grey, go up diagonal with a grey there. Next we're going to go from here, we're going to go up 2 using pink and place a black wool there. So just to put things into proportion, this is what it should be looking like. We're going to go up 2, place a black wool, go up 1, go to the right 2 with grey, and on top of that 3 with grey. Now what we do is just fill the rest in with pink wool, and that is the chest of the statue complete, because all we've got to do now is either side we build up 10 here using red wool, then 2 blocks there are red wool, and then 10 again on the other side with red wool. So it should be looking like this so far. And again, just to point out, the floor is Y5 on console, on PC it would be Y4 if you're on super flat. The statue should end at Y29 because each side is 12, or each part is 12 by 8, and there's 2 parts, so it's 24 blocks tall. So if you're on PC it should be Y28, as I've said, console Y29. Okay, so let's go on to the arms now. Again, I'll give you an opportunity to pause. So it should be 24 by 8 and should look like this. Onto the arms, what we're going to do is put a second layer of grey either side. Then on top of that, 4 black. I'm doing both arms at the same time just to make it a bit easier. Next we do 3 rows of red, like so. And once we've done that, we do a row of black. And I will go out in a second so that you can see it a bit clearer. Next we do 5 rows of red, and that should bring us to the top, or Y29 in this case, and it should meet up with the top of the body, like so, and the exact same for the other side. And once you've done that, you'll have a 12 by 4 rectangle on each side, which is I guess the front of the arms, and it should look like this. So far we've completed the front of the body, and it's technically a 2D pixel art right now, but from there, that yellow block there to there should be 12 by 8, that yellow block there to that white one there 12 by 8, and that grey one to the red one, each arm 12 by 4. In total it should be 16 wide, or 8 wide if you're not including the arms, and 24 tall, as I've said quite a few times. But anyways, as I just mentioned, this is 2D, so technically it's a pixel art right now. We're going to change that up and turn it into a 3D statue right now. So what we're going to do is go down to the right side here and place 3 white blocks coming off that white block, like so. Next we're going to build 4 up using grey. Then we're going to build 5 up using black. And again, just like the front, we're going to fill in the gap with yellow. But rather than having any grey there, it's just solid yellow until you hit this point here. So the one down diagonal. So essentially you're going up 6 yellow here on this part, and then 7 yellow in these 2 middle parts, like so. And that will form a 12 by 4 shape like this. And again we replicate that for the other side. So extend it outwards 3 using white, up 7 using, not 7, up 5 using black, and up 4 using grey, and then up 7 using yellow. That's where I got the 7 from. Oops, getting a bit confused. But anyways, hopefully that didn't affect you guys too much, and you should come out with that the exact same as the other side. So yeah, once you've done that, we can now move on to the sides of the arms. So what we're going to start by doing is extending this grey. So we come down to the bottom of the grey here, which is the bottom of the hands, and we extend it backwards 3, like so, and that should create a 4x4 grey square like that. Next we do that exact same thing for the other side, like so, and that gives us, I guess, the base plate of the arms. So what we're going to do, coming back round to the right side, because I prefer the right side, we're going to do the second layer of grey, and then we essentially just match it up with the front. So whatever block is here is what's going to be the block that we place. So yeah, once we've done that, we can move on to the other arm, but I will show you guys what it looks like because I'm not really explaining it. I'm more, again, relying on you guys figuring it out because it's a 12x4 square or rectangle and you match it up with the block there. It's not really much I can explain, it's pretty self-explanatory, but just in case you guys don't understand, 2, 1, 3, 1, 5. That's how many layers of each colour there is. When I punch, that's the block I'm talking about, so 2 grey, 1 black, 3 red, 1 black, 5 red. There we go, and the other side is the exact same. So let me fill that in quickly, like so. And then we can move on to the back of the statue and eventually the head. Okay, so that's that done, and again, one last opportunity. That is the side of the arm. So now we're going to move on to the back. Okay, so coming around to the back, we should have a 6 gap here, which we're going to fill with white wool. And again, the exact same as the front. 4 grey, 4 grey, 5 black, 5 black, 4 grey, whoops, 4 grey. Now, again, slightly different to the front. What we're going to do is just go up 7 yellow rather than have any grey. 7 yellow, 6, 6, 7, 7, like so. So at the front you would have had grey there. On the back we don't have grey, which makes it a bit simpler to, I guess, show. I'm going to quickly take a nap so that it gets a bit brighter and I can show it to you guys a bit easier. But again, the back is ridiculously easy, so it shouldn't be too hard or take too long. Okay, so that's basically what I just did. If you missed it, it's a 12x8 rectangle, much like the front, except not with grey. Now what we're going to do is we'll do the arms first because the back is just solid. So again, match it to the block that's at that side. So 2 layers of grey, 1 layer of black, 3 layers of red, a layer of black, and 5 layers of red. Like so, and the exact same for the other side, like this. And once we've done that, we can get on to filling in the back of the statue, which is solid red. Okay, so that's what the back of the arms and the back of the legs should look like, and you can see the front there. What we're now going to do is make a 12x8 rectangle of red wool, solid red wool, so basically just fill it in from that row there right up until Y29 or Y28 if you're on PC, and then that will leave you with the back of the statue complete. So I'm just filling this in as quickly as possible. I will show it to you and then do the last step that we need to do before moving on to the head. There we go. So as I said, this is what the back should look like. Essentially that should be a, I guess, 12 by 16 rectangle for the arms and the back, because it kind of blends into one, and then the legs are 12 by 8 again. So the one last step that I was just mentioning, what we need to do here is come up to the shoulders and just fill this all in with red wool, so that's nice and simple. And once you've done that, that is the, I guess, main body, the body part of the statue complete. Okay, so moving on to the head, what we're going to do is we're going to make a 8x8 square first, but we're going to do that by going to the left. Make sure you're at the front, go to the left and count 4 to the right, and on the 5th block place a red block and bring it forwards 2. Same applies for this side, so go to the right, count 4 to the left, 5th block, place a block, bring it forwards 2, and then we're going to join them together, making a 6x2 rectangle like so. So it should overhang the front too and should be a layer on top of the actual body itself. We're then going to extend it backwards 5 so it overhangs the back too as well, like so. Join it together. Whoops, and that gives you the 8x8 square that we were intending to get. And my voice is getting ridiculously croaky, but I shall continue because we're nearly done. So coming back round to the front, we're going to build an 8x8 square of red essentially. So it should be Y37 once we've done that correctly. So an 8x8 square of red, and in fact we do this all the way around. The only difference is at the front we do add detail, whereas at the other sides you don't. We keep it nice and simple, so I'm going to do that quickly. So essentially, you've built an 8x8x8 cube of red wall, and once you've done that, we can move on to doing the details on the face as well as the 3D effect. And also, I will give you guys a optional 3D effect or extra part that you can add to the character if you want to give Foxy his hook, which he has in the game. Don't you guys think that I forgot about that, because I didn't. It's one of them things that it kind of messes up the dimensions if you add it on its own, so I thought I would add it as a extra thing, so it's still visually alright. But yeah, anyways, enough rambling. Let me fill in the top of this head quickly, and once we've done that, we can go back to the front of the face and add any detail that is necessary. Okay, so that's that done. Again, come back round to the front, the side with the pink chest, and we should have an 8x8 flat surface of red to work with. So what we're going to do is go to the second row of the red, count 1 in, place a white block, leave 1, place 2, leave 1, place 1, like that. And this is 3D, so it's standing out of the block. Next we're going to build a 2x2 red there, and a 2x2 red of there, like so. Next we do 4 pink, and then the next row 1 pink, 2 black, 1 pink. So that is the 3D effect for the mouth. Next, what we're going to do is the next row we're going to go back to the main part and punch 2 blocks out. So leave 1 block, punch 2, leave 2, punch 2. The first block is white, yellow, yellow, white, like so. Then on top of that, we're going to count up 1 and punch 2 above it. So basically just do the same but a row above, and place 2 blocks of black like that, and that is the face complete. So now all that leaves us to do is the 3D effects, as I was mentioning. So I'll let you guys pause here actually quickly if you need to. Again, it's an 8x8 red square with the small details and the 3D effect. The part here does stand out and does overhang the front third block like so, but it does look cool from a distance with it being 3D, so I do recommend you do it 3D. Okay, so coming onto the top of the statue now, what we're going to do is count in 1 row, and from the left count 2 in, place 4 red like that, and on top of that place 2 in the middle, and that's like the little tuft of hair he has at the front. Then going back to the third row, what we're going to do is place 1 white block here and 1 white block there, and this is the start of the ear. So what we're going to do is go to the left 1, up 1, to the right 1, and then we'll make another square coming off of it like this. So that's the shape you should get, and we do the exact same for the other side. So surround it essentially, and then place 3 blocks surrounding that, and that is the ear effect that we've got going. So as you can see, I'll just do a view from up top so you can see what it looks like with the like the spacing and stuff, and then a view from the front just in case you didn't quite catch that. So yeah, that's what the statue looks like if you leave it like this. One last final thing that I'll add, this again is an optional thing, you can add a hook. Now you can either remove this part and add the hook here, which would look alright, but for the purpose of this I'm just going to add the hook here. So you can either do something like that, or if you want it to be a bit bigger, do something like that maybe. But as I said, this isn't really part of the design, so if you want to add it, but otherwise I wouldn't really suggest it. He does have it in the real game, and it does look alright if you add it, but I prefer it personally without the hook. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Hopefully you enjoyed this. That is the tutorial done, and hopefully you should have a finished product that looks like this. Let me get rid of my arm one last time and show you around. So I'll just give you guys opportunities to pause if you need to. And yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, then leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, again, if you could drop me a follow on Twitter, it would be much appreciated. Losing my voice here. And yeah, as you can see in the background, Chica, that will be a tutorial coming in the very near future. But yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna call it a day now before my voice gives up on me. And yeah, I'll see you in a new tutorial coming out next week, hopefully. That's about it. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm losing my words. Goodbye.
Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart and watch it burn. Tear me apart and watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.